You ever sit down and just randomly remember a song you haven't heard in like 10 years? Just pops into your head out of nowhere, you know? Just like a little whisper from the past. Anonymous aphrodisiac, promiscuous girl. And just they're like, what is going on? Who are these people? I haven't heard from you in decades. Why are you still in my brainy brain? What do you want? And like seriously, I was just having a normal day, doing my assignment for Star Day, a thing for work. If you don't have a school to teach at, they just give you something to do. And these songs just ran and ran and ran over and over again in my brainy brain, begging to be remembered, begging to be listened to again, and I still haven't done it. All I have is just the parts I remember on loop in my head. I had to listen to something else, listen to Hyper Youth. That's probably why, you know, JVB, was it Joey Valance and Bry? You know, they have that early 2000s vibe. I swear, everyone is just now going on with the wave that George Clanton brought. Do you know George Clanton? If you don't, check this out right now. Right now. Right now. Yes. Start with I've Been Young. The what I'm pointing to right now. I've Been Young. He is bringing back that early 2000s vibe. I don't know what to call it. I honestly don't know what to call the aesthetic, but it's just like, you know, the way they used to assemble the drums, how they used to just make it things sound so atmospheric and just like, like it had this late 90s flair to it, but then he brought something new, you know? It's kind of like everything sounded like a hyper version of Tom's Diner, you know, that trip hop vibe. It's basic. Yes, that's what it is. It's trip hop. It's trip hop, but then a little modification here and there. You know. So yeah, listen to Hyper Youth just kind of brought me back to that. Like, damn, those times, those days. Then I just remember. Then I just remember, like, damn, I used to learn words from songs. Now I just learned slang. Damn, I'm not mad, you know, straight up. All Travis Scott. No lie, Travis Scott was my favorite artist from 2012 until 2019. Yeah, definitely. You know, I don't care what you think. Man's is fire. The songs always made me feel something. That's what matters to me, man. Make me feel something, especially hype. If you can make me feel hype, if you can make me want to jump or break shit, you got me. Probably explains why I had a bunch of, you know, dubstep, heavy metal, punk rock phases. Okay, I want to say punk rock is a phase because I still listen to punk rock. I love that shit. Amy and the Sniffers. Well, now I'm just going on and on. Thinking about it, I'm just going to talk about music in general. I'm going to make this into like a little ramble session. Yeah. So yeah, these days I want to continue listening to trap because I love the beats and stuff, but then it's become so repetitive and I feel like its time has passed. The peak of trap in my eyes, like trap music as we know it today, was starting from 2013 and it ended by 2018. That's when you had a lot of trap artists that came with something new. It felt like people in the hip-hop ecosystem wanted to be creative, not just in how they make music, but how to present themselves. You can call it a gimmick, but to me, it was more like that's just how they wanted to be seen. Not everyone wants to be stereotypical gangster tough guy. Look, you can still be a stereotypical gangster tough guy, but how you do it is how you do it, you know? That's how I saw it, at least. You got to a point where the scene became so colorful and so out there. I just thought to myself, if they made a Def Jam game right now, it would have to be a 2D fighter or 2.5D fighter. It would have to be a Street Fighter-esque game because it was just so colorful. Everyone had their own thing going on. We had 21 Savage with the knife on his forehead and his old big cold-blooded thing. We had Trippy Red being Trippy Red, shark teeth and shit. We had, you know, XS Tentacion, RIP. We had Ski Master, some god, he's still around. That's cool. You know, we had like Lil Uzi Vert, the Migos that time in their freaking prime, man. RIP Takeoff, god damn. We had all these people. Some I can't recall right now. But even like the low-key guys like Eli Sostre. Do you know Eli Sostre? That guy was awesome, right? Was it? He made Still Up All Night. Still up all night, no sleeping. I'm probably better alone. You make it harder to love you. Yeah. Fire. It was him and Amir Obi. They brought this, it was like trap soul, but rather than druggy, it felt more like alcoholics, you know, nicotine addicted music guy. Cause online, that was a phase I was going through that time. But this vibe, this nighttime vibe, I loved it so much. And that's gone. Like only like what? Lithe, Lithe. Only he's still doing that now. He's cool. Check him out. Like, but yeah. Back to a point. That time, the music scene, it had such colorful characters. It had such variety. That time, Hurt Everybody. Do you remember Hurt Everybody? Super Boo? Ah, shit. But yeah, it had all these people that it was fun. I loved listening to trap that time. Even the likes of Famous Dex. This guy sucked, but I still like listening to because like it's different. Rich Kid. Rich Kid got old really fast though. It's not like he got old pretty fast. Lil Puppy. He had his moments. He had his moments. Oh, I hate completely. He had his moments. And then who else can I recall from that time? Okay, even like, you know, the actual good rappers, you know, like the likes of Beast Coast. That was dope. Who remembers that collaboration? That was fire. Flatbush Zombies in there, Pro Era. Everyone was there. The distance. Industry rapping it from me. For 6 niggas, the mark of that beast and having a leash. I put that bitch on a leash. Fire. Left hand. Never show low my left hand. Never been down for the yes man. I think LSD is my best friend. They so big, use it as a kickstand. We never leave a house without a weapon. If you unplot from a distance, die. Fire. But there was a lot of artists back then, like in the mid 2010s. That was a peak. Honestly, that was the peak of trap music. Then people start dying. Juice WRLD, of course, RIP. This whole segment is just to say they should have made a music-based fighting game at that time. If not Def Jam, somebody should have made some. Atlantic Records, you should have made Atlanta fight for the lean or something. You know, that was the perfect time because now it's done, dead. The trap era is dead. It's gone. Now people have taken what had to be taken from trap and moved on. Even K-pop. K-pop's taken the 808s, the use of the jump patterns, all that. They've taken that and made it their own thing. Pop music, R&B, everyone has taken what they liked from trap. Trap music itself, only a few people are keeping it alive. You know, Future, obviously. Gunner is still there. Young Thug and Isaiah Jail is still there. Travis has abandoned it. I mean, he's still making music, but he lost the soul. Soul's gone. You know, he's not lit anymore. He's just straight up. I will make something that will make money. You will like it enough, especially for the new fans. You will love this shit. This will get you. But for us who've been with him for a long time, we've really listened to him, you know, all the way back from Our Pharaoh, Days Before Rodeo, 2 Rodeo, then Days Before Birds, 2 Birds, even the leaked stuff like Rager Universe and the rest. Love it, Mike. That should have been a real song. Astro Road, obviously. Oh man, about Huncho Jack Huncho ass. It's not like each other, guys. It was a booty. It was cheap. Moment he hit Utopia was the last for me because it felt like an accumulation of everything he wanted to do up until that point. Astro Road aside, but I feel like that's where his passion just died. Now he just went like, now it's just about the numbers. Fiend was like his magnum opus. I don't think I'll go higher than this, so I'll just make stuff. Take it, you know, because I listened to Jack Boys 2 and I wasn't really impressed. I liked some songs, it was dope, but it was not better than Jack Boys 1 and that was short. Imagine Gang Gang. Who remembers Gang Gang, bruh? Gang Gang was some fire shit. Yeah, gang, back in the stew. Gang, back in the stew. Me and Chap in the cool. Paparazzi in the something. I forgot the lyrics after that. But Highest in the Room, though I didn't like Lil Baby's part, I don't care if you hate me, I don't give a shit. Lil Baby should not have been in a song, honestly. I mean, some listens, I'm like, yeah, but then long run, I'm like, Lil Baby did not have to be in this song. Rosalia was enough. Honestly, she was enough. You know, what to do, still fucked up, still fucked up, don't know what to do. When I first heard that song, I was out of my mind. I remember drinking that. It was New Year's, Christmas, New Year's. I was with Hendrix. Shout out Hendrix. Like, yo, we were wasted. And Sway, shout out Sway. Not Sway in the morning, Sway in the evening. And like, we heard Gang Gang. Obviously, we weren't hyped. We were like already turned. So it's like, yeah, boy. And then What to Do came on. Yes. Moving on from that. Now we're back to the era of, okay, I'll say back. We're moving forward to a new era of hip hop. One that doesn't neglect or reject what has passed until now, especially the new stuff. Hip hop has already accepted the 90s, 80s stuff, but it's been hard for people to accept their 2000s. Okay, I guess it kind of did. But 2010s aspect of hip hop. And now it's the accumulation of all that now. But then with the core of what makes rap. Play my dog, you know, all that. And I would honestly say we had Tyler the Creator to thank for that, because Tyler the Creator has always been a person that continuously tries new things with the genre and with the image of being black. in music. He never rejected the new stuff that hip hop brings. He incorporates, he keeps his own core, but then he takes what he likes about what's going on and puts it together. So now it's like everyone's doing it. Because the Clips album, listen to what's going on in the Clips album, like, yeah, I can see trap stars back in the mid 2010s on these beats. I can see them be on these beats and kill it on these beats. I can see that happening. Yeah, Pharrell made it. As you can see, Pharrell, he learned, he adapted. He could see like, this is what people like now. Because that's what made trap what it is. It's not a lie. It's the beats and how you write the beats. Lyrics, they're there. It was a bonus. If you were writing that beat good, no pause, and then you also added dope bars, you were blowing minds. You were like a freaking superhero, bro. Like, wow. Because not a lot of people are able to make amazing flows that are not fast. Because being fast doesn't automatically make you an amazing rapper. I'm sorry. I just what I think. It's impressive, but it doesn't make you a great rapper or musician for rapping fast. Rap in a way that no one else can. Do it in a way that makes it that you add you to the formula. You can do what people have always been doing for decades. That's cool. You can master that, but add yourself into the equation. Some people do it just by, telling their own stories. That's what makes them unique. But then there's some people that bring their own flow, their own flavor. That's what made people like Lil Uzi, Trippie Redd again so amazing. Honest, obviously XS Tentacion, he had the whole thing, but that's a whole other story. Or the Migos, people are hitting them like, bro, hit on that shit all you want. Did it not sound good though? Did you not listen though? Did you not tune in and go like, damn, that flow is dope? Because it feels so bad. Why did people start copying? Biting. Why did people start biting? It feels so bad. Because your problem was that the bars wasn't enough for you. You can't hear what they're saying. Shut the fuck. You could hear what they're saying. You just didn't like the bars. Which also proves that you weren't really listening. Because Offset and Takeoff always have bars. But you can argue about Quavo. Quavo, his thing was not really bars. He's always been vibes and flows. But those two are always bringing bars. Deads, bro. T-shirt, bro. Bruh. Call casting. Before that, let's go Rich Nigga Timeline. Let's go to Rich Nation. Was that Rich Nation? Or Rich Nigga Nation? Rich Nation. Young Rich Niggas. They had bars always, bro. And they also brought some melodies. Oh, man. Like, dude, 2010s, bro. but now we're in this new era where it's like, yeah, you have to bring the bars with the dope beats, bro, and the dope flows, bro, which is dope. I like that direction. I really do. But I just hope that people don't stray from also bringing some new and dope flow. Don't be afraid of that, man. Find a way to bring in those dope bars and also dope flows. I want to hear originality in how you deliver these lines, bruh. I still want to hear that. That's what makes music so dope. Because if everyone delivers the same way, I'm just listening to hear different beats. That's it. Like, I want to hear different flows, man. That's why the alternative scene will never go down. The indie scene will always be there because they always bring something new, man. They always bring something new, bro. There's always experimentation, whether it's how they mix things, whether it's how they deliver, I don't want to say bars, the lyrics, I guess. The way they make music, each person is different. They understand like, okay, atmosphere, we can bring the same atmosphere, but how I express that is not how you express. And how you express that is not how I express that. There's always that. You can always feel that. I can listen to two songs that are about the same thing, but interpreted differently. Not just through the words they're using, but how they choose to explore this vibe. And I love that shit. And now I'm about to talk about somebody controversial. Kanye West. There's a reason why people glaze Kanye West. There's a reason why I love Kanye West. Not as a person, but as a musician. Whatever. I don't give a shit about what he stands for. He's not me and I'm not him. I like him because music. I don't know Kanye West. I'll probably never meet him. If I ever do meet him though, oh well. That's what Kanye did for so long. Every Kanye album sounds like a whole other monster, bruh. Shout out to Monster. My dark, twisted, beautiful fantasy. It's like his flow wasn't too different at first. He wouldn't like change too much his flow by delivery. He would change his delivery. He would change like how he'll change his concept of self with the same core though. He's Kanye, but now this is how Kanye sees Kanye right now. Starting from Late Registration to Graduate to 808s and Heartbreak to My Dark, Twisted, Beautiful Fantasy to Yeezy to The Life of Pablo. Bro, let's stop there for now. These albums, when you listen to them, not only are the beats different, not only are the stories and lyrics different, but how he delivers it changes. His flows start changing. His sense of self starts changing. And he brings such drastic change that it changes everything. People now changed how they saw hip hop. Because for people to start expressing themselves differently, all it takes is that one person to show you're allowed to do this. You're allowed to express yourself like this. You're allowed to say things like this. You're allowed to make beats like this. You're allowed to be this weird, to be this wild. Because my personal favorite Kanye West album of all time is Yeezus. Yeezus to me is his peak. Lyric wise, you can argue, no, you know, but music, how he did it. Like, how many hip hop albums have you heard that sound like Yeezus, bro? I can only think of one, and that's Big Fish Theory, Vince Staple. At that time, that was actually a year before Yeezus too. Incredible. But that's it. Before these two albums, was nothing like it. If there is, please tell me. But after, my mic turned off. After everything else became like Yeezus, people no longer afraid to experiment with beats now, with how they deliver, with subject matters. This guy called himself a god. I am a god. Even though I'm a man of God. Hurry up, I'm a damn cousin. You know? Hey, because when I listen to Yeezus, I should make a whole video on Yeezus. Because remember, I sat down and I listened to it from front to the back again. And Yeezus to me tells me a story of somebody who reached for the heavens his whole life. And then when he finally reached the heavens, he realized, damn, I still ain't shit. Things here are no different from down there, and I need to climb up again. It's like a story of ascension, you know, accepting that you came from somewhere and you're here and you feel like, damn, I'm amazing, I'm fucking awesome, I reached my ultra instinct form. It's like, no, there's true ultra instinct. You're not there yet. You just entered the realm of gods. Settle down, boy. You ain't shit yet. Well, you can be if you keep working, but never forget where you came from. You slave. Learn to leave. But anyways, no one's doing that other than Tyler the Creator. Tyler the Creator is the only one that does that, because you can listen to all Tyler the Creator albums and he does the same thing. He makes a new concept of self. So he allows himself to express different emotions in more in-depth ways. That's why he does concept albums. He removes that mental blockage by assuming a new identity. And that new identity allows him to express those emotions. Like, this is not Tyler, I'm Igor. Igor can talk about, you know, his bisexuality and how that affects him in his emotions. Flower Boy can talk about stuff that, you know, no more Tyler usually wouldn't want to talk about. But now it's like, that was his beginning of exploration within himself. Allow himself to bloom. In Chromacopia, it's okay. That one's just okay. His heritage, honestly, his heritage, and kind of moving on from what he's been going through. Well, all his ramblings aside, that's the new realm of hip hop now. Now people are taking in that mentality of now. I'll take everything that hip hop represents today and I'll give my own flavor to it. At least from the Clips entire Creator album. I'll listen to The Alchemists with Freddie Gibbs at some point. But then, yeah, there's that. What else I want to talk about here? The pop of today, it's pop, you know, song that come and go. I left me cannot tell you any trending pop song right that still matters. I really can't. I can tell you indie pop songs that I like, or I shouldn't even songs, but like, I'm just thinking of Carolyn Portacek. It's just smoke blowing inside of a volcano. Fire, her whole album. What is this? Desire. I Want You. What was the name? I Want to Be You. Desire. Anyways, Desire something dope. Check it out. But anyways, other than that, I've honestly been listening to jazz. Jazz still exists, guys, and it's amazing. Check out French jazz, guys. French jazz, Afro jazz, guys. Afro beat jazz. Fire stuff, man. If you're really sick of all these pop songs of today, but you still want that itch, that intimate jazz. Afrobeat jazz. If you want that hype that makes you want to dance. French jazz. If you want to feel like a slick person, a slicker. I learned that word from Love, Death, and Robots season 4. And if you city pop, bro. Okay, new segment. Japanese music, Japanese pop music. Japanese music right now. Music right now. Fire. Like Atarashi Gakko. I've been listening to them for like 2 years now. They got me with Tokyo Calling. Tokyo Falling. Yeah, Tokyo Calling. Tokyo Calling. These girls are crazy, and I love it. Their music is just so out there. Otana Blue, man, they go crazy. They really just make whatever they want. They have no restrictions. They don't care about a formula. They just, this is how we feel today, and this is how we're gonna express it. Yo, check them out. Atarashi Gakko. There's a pop. That's who I think of. I mean, the rest, everyone's going for K-pop and stuff. Yeah, that's cool. I just can't get into it. I've never been able to get into it. I just can't, you know. Exes have tried. I'm like, yeah, it's cool. But personally, I'm like, it's cool. You can keep that. We don't have to be into everything. It's fine. I don't hate it. I just don't feel anything about it. I still like K-pop Demon Hunters though. That was a cool thing. I didn't like Soda Pop. I get why people like it. You must Soda Pop. You must throw the pop. I honestly preferred the Golden song, you know. Yeah, the Golden song was fire. We're going up, up, up it's the moment. Golden. That was dope. And the last song, oh, a voice without the last. This is what it sounds like. That was fire. I love that too. I would not sit down and listen to K-pop. If you brought me J-pop though, bro, especially with city pop, bro, I'm there all day. Wasurenai, bro. Oh, ding, 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 bruh. Yeah. I think now the videos just got turned to me telling you what I've been listening to lately. The whole early 2000s thing was just a trigger. I'm just here to tell you about the music I've been listening to lately. My trap code. So yeah, I've been listening to that. Or so I. Oh, Mirage, creepy nuts, bro. These nuts be creepy, bro. I heard like some people going like, oh, this is a culture appropriation, bro. I don't give a fuck. If you're making a song that celebrates something, or basically globalization has been a thing since Y2K, guys. We have been, mingling with each other. The nations have been touching. The borders has been doing stuff for a while. The internet. I am an African, Southeastern African, actually, a Malawian in Japan, speaking to you in English, Americano English, as a matter of fact, with saying tay, because I also spent some time in the UK. We have been appropriating each other for decades now. It's all about why you're doing it and how it's been done. You go into a country and learning their language and speaking it, you're appropriating them. But anyways, fuck all that. Point is, that song is fire. It's been stuck in my head. Mirage is so good. I love how they use some Afro beats elements in there, and also some Latino music in there. I don't want to say Spanish because that's not cool. Latino. Cool thing. So the song is dope. That's it. If it was a terrible song and the lyrics were about like, oh fuck the Africans, fuck the Latinos, everything sucks about them except for like these beats, bro. Okay, cool. But these guys just took elements and then made a dope song. A song about, yearning, about desire. It's fire, dude. It's fire. Stop hating everything for the sake of hating. It's stupid. So yeah, I've been listening to that. Oh, and French EDM, French electronic music. The electronic music is French, bro. It might as well be FDM, FEDM, because the French do it best, guys. It's not lie. The French do it best, man. Oh, man. They do it best, bro. Not just Daft Punk, they're so amazing. Paradis, though I've heard they broke up, but they're amazing. And it was it? Liam, the shit. Let me search it up. Look at my face as I look around the internet. Liam Thor. Are you bringing me to Rapture? No. What must I search up? French EDM band. French EDM band. Oh shit, this French 79, those guys are dope too. Not gonna lie, most of these were brought to me by the YouTube algorithm. Honestly, bro, YouTube algorithm, you're the best. You always bring me some heat. I love you, YouTube algorithm. I love you, YouTube. So please bring me subscribers and likes. But yeah, so I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about. Ooh, there's this song called Water Flow. Let me just remember who it's by. My brainy brain, which is called YouTube. Flow, water flow. Yeah. So there's a song called Water Flow by Klein. I'm gonna leave you with that. Go check out Klein, Water Flow. That song is amazing. So going full circle, we started off talking about how the early 2000s used to teach us new words. Now in the roaring 20s, they just give us phrases, pretty nice phrases and nice flows. Water flow. Yeah. All right. Thank you for sticking around and wasting your time here. Like and subscribe, please, and comment so I can get engagement and more followers and subscribers. Everyone that's following me right now, I love you. I love you very much. I appreciate you so much. Bye bye.